What comes to mind when you hear the word environment? Did you know your home is your environment too? The environment is what's all around you, what surrounds you. It's a park, a beach, an entire neighborhood, and don't forget Earth. My home surrounds me, and your home surrounds you, but Earth surrounds us all. Small like a room in your home or big as the planet Earth, our environments protect us and take care of us. Earth protects us, but only if we take care of it. Are you ready to come to the rescue? This is Healthy Homes Are Superheroes. Earth, your home, your family, they all need your help. And nearby, one of our most important natural resources needs your help, and that's Lake Michigan. Water covers 71% of our Earth's surface, and most of that water is salt water. 1% of our planet's water is readily available and usable fresh water. And this fresh water can be found in the form of lakes and rivers or groundwater. And nearby, the Great Lakes are the largest group of freshwater lakes on Earth. They are located on the Canada-United States border. But it's freshwater from Lake Michigan that connects all of you in the audience today. All of us living here in Lake Michigan's watershed. Whether you are minutes or miles from Lake Michigan, you and your family are connected to the lake. A watershed is the area of land from which water flows to a river, lake, or other body of water. And it's how we are all connected to Lake Michigan through ditches, ponds, streams, and rivers, and the water under the ground. Can you believe Lake Michigan contains 1 quadrillion gallons of water? Lake Michigan is the second largest of the Great Lakes and the 5th largest fresh lake in the entire world. Lake Michigan isn't just an important part of our environment. It is essential, an extremely valuable and local natural resource. A natural resource is something we take from the earth and use, and how we use and care for it is very important to keeping a healthy environment. With Lake Michigan just north of us, much of Lake County is covered by the ditches, streams, rivers, ponds, and smaller lakes that connect us all to the lake. And being surrounded by all this fresh water, well, it's a good thing. Here's the part where you come in. You see, our families have been bringing certain products into our homes with the thought that these items will help make our home environment better, cleaner, safer. But instead, we are bringing into our environment exactly the things we should be keeping out. Things like this. And what do all these bottles and cans and sprays have to do with the environment? Our home environment, Lake Michigan, our Earth. Water is essential to life, and Lake Michigan has plenty of it. It's time we take another look at the role Lake Michigan plays in our daily lives, and a closer look inside our home environment. Think of all the ways you use water each day. Because we are the ones using it, we also have to be the ones to take care of it. Similar to the way we take care of other things we use every day. If you made the mess, you should be the one to clean it up, right? This water goes down the drains of our showers, tubs, sinks, and toilets, or it soaks back into the ground in our yards once it's used. And what's in the water now? Is the water we used the same as the water we started with? What did we add to the water? Well, that's pollution. You know, the stuff that wasn't there before, the laundry soap, the shampoo, the toilet bowl cleaner. And what you added to the lawn or garden? Pollution. It's caused by people, and it can have a negative effect on the environment. Pollution can be in the air, in the water, or in the soil. It's harmful to people in the environment. And it's the water pollution caused by people that we're talking about here today. We rely on Lake Michigan. Other animals and plants in Northwest Indiana rely on Lake Michigan too. but it's not up to the animals or the plants to protect it from toxic threats. And that means it's up to us, your family, me. That means it's up to you. The used water, of course, is now mixed with the other things we put down the drain, or on our lawn, or added to our garden. Our homes contain products that are made of many harmful chemicals. And if not treated properly, stored properly, used properly, or disposed of properly, they can become toxic threats to Lake Michigan, our homes, our families, and pets. Do you think your home has anything in it that can harm Lake Michigan? Let's take a look and see what's in your home that could pose a toxic threat. Now, it's time to grab an assistant, an adult at home preferably, and with their help, check your cabinets, drawers, basements, garages, and sheds. These common household products can be found around our homes. Things like air fresheners, aerosol spray cans, and cleaners, just to name a few. Maybe we use these to clean the house, or when we clean ourselves. Maybe it was something we used to keep the bugs out of our homes and out of our yards, or to keep the weeds off the lawn or out of the garden. Does your home have soaps for washing your hands or washing your dishes? Shampoos to wash your hair, the carpet, or even your pets? Sprays for keeping bugs away, or bags of fertilizer? Cans of paint? Containers for bottles of, jugs, jars. Is it possible your home is home to some of these toxic threats? And if you take an even closer look, you will begin to notice a pattern of warning labels and dangers. These labels provide your family with important information on how to use, store, and what not to do with them. And most likely alerting your family that these things are best kept out of the reach of children. We call these hazardous household products. So now what do you do? First, make sure the adult with you is still paying attention. And as you continue to take a closer look together, can you identify any of these words on the labels of the containers at home? Warning, explosive, caution, danger, flammable, corrosive, hazardous, or even the phrase keep out of reach of children. We call these WOW words, or words of warning, because that's exactly what they do. They warn us of the possible dangers of using or misusing these products. And what happens to these hazardous chemicals once they are used? Is it ever safe to use them? They are toxic in the trash and hazardous to our water if poured down the drain or into the toilet. Where does it all go? While some of our waste does belong in the trash, much of our waste can be reused, repurposed, or recycled. And some waste, because it can be dangerous, catch fire, react, explode, or is toxic, must be dealt with in a special way. This type of waste is called household hazardous waste. Products such as cleaners, paints, oils, batteries, and pesticides can contain hazardous ingredients and require special care when you dispose of them. Remember, it's up to us to protect our homes, families, and pets from things that might be a toxic threat. And when you act, you become a superhero protecting Lake Michigan too. Should you choose not to act, these toxins may make their way into our watershed. So what's so bad about all this? Well, what happens if kids or pets get into these things? It could mean a trip to the emergency room for a member of your family, or a trip to the vet for your pet. Learning to eliminate toxic threats from your home just takes a little training. Here's what you can do. Follow these simple steps to protect the quality of water in your environment. And step 1 is to make a hazardous household product inventory. Search these key places at home: under the sinks, in the laundry room or utility room, the garage. If something is hazardous, remember the label will have words of warning like caution, explosive, corrosive, hazardous, dangerous, flammable, and keep out of reach of children. The next step is to dispose of your home's household hazardous waste at a free collection event. You can prepare items with your family for the collection by carefully packing them into a box that will fit into the back of your vehicle. You may need separate boxes for some products that should not be stored together. As you pack these items, talk to your family about how to use less of these chemicals and make a plan to research some greener cleaners, even homemade ones using vinegar, water, and sea salt that you can safely and easily make together. You can search our website at www.lcswmd.com for some of these recipes, and here you will also find the schedule of household hazardous waste collection events. There are many homes in Indiana's portion of the Lake Michigan watershed, and we can protect Lake Michigan by making sure our homes are healthy homes. Protecting our environment is simple, and it's something we all possess the power to do. Help your home become a superhero, protecting Lake Michigan, your family, and pets.